Well, before I let you go, I do want to hit you up, Mike Tirico, on the way the game ended. And by that, I don't mean the actual on the field, but you picking up on the microphone, Jamison Williams coming up to him, the rookie wide receiver of Detroit, asking Aaron Rodgers for his jersey. And you heard him say, I'm going to hold on to this one. And you picked up on that right away, saying, could this be part of the conversation about what he wants to do moving on? And then he had that moment where he shoved a camera out of the way so you can have a private walk up the tunnel with Randall Cobb. Was there anything that you heard, picked up in any of the meetings prior to the game, conversations, buzz about Rodgers and his future there at all?
Yeah, not specifically. It was just a tone, and look, it's been oxygen for your and other shows for the last few years. The off-season atmosphere filled with speculation of where will it be. And it wasn't necessarily could it be the end, is it? And Aaron was very clear with us when we met with him during the year that hey, if this season got out of hand for them, they might look at Jordan Love. They may decide organizationally, because they've got they've got a bunch of decisions. Rodgers is under contract for 2 more years. They've got decisions to make about, do they start to go younger? They've got 2 young receivers. Do they start to move in that direction and move on from some of the veterans? We've seen teams do that. As we know, Parcells always told you, hey, say goodbye a year early as opposed to a year too late. That's how you stay relevant and keep going. I based that question on what were they going to do with Jordan Love. It sounds like from the quote that you heard at the end of the regular season from management, they've seen enough of Jordan Love and know what they have to be confident in giving him the 5th-year option and making a decision on that by May. That is okay because that really doesn't kick in financially until the following year. So they can run it back. But I think Aaron's aware of that. And, Aaron, just because Tom's doing this at 45 doesn't mean that Aaron's going to do it till he's 43 or 44 or 45. So you just sense nothing specific, but just in general that there's the possibility, whether it's never again in the NFL or never again with the Packers, that Aaron was going to appreciate the moment just in case it is the end. And that just kind of fueled it. And maybe it's the end for Randall Cobb, and we don't know if Randall told Aaron anything about that. But to see those two wait for each other and walk off arm in arm just felt more than we got knocked out at the end of the regular season.
Yeah, we're showing a photograph of it like Rodgers is looking up into the stands. And he's been doing that during the 4-game win streak, too, when he leaves Lambeau and then, give him the I love you sign with his hand. But, and it did feel like this is the last walk for the two of them together. But we had Andrew Whitworth in studio yesterday, and he had a unique take on what you caught on the microphone of saying, I'm going to hold on to this one, was maybe Rodgers' way of being polite to a rookie wide receiver coming up and having the temerity to ask for his jersey after being eliminated like that and being polite, saying, no, I'm going to hold on to this one. Like that.
Well, it was interesting.
That's
Aaron said at the press conference that I think he and Williamson had that conversation the game in Detroit.
Oh.
And he's like, I'll get you in Green Bay. So he kind of even added to that a little bit. Like there was already some foundation laid for that. It wasn't taking the ball up to Tom Brady after picking him off.
Oh,
say,
my
hey,
God. Dre Greenlaw. I mean, talk about that. Yeah, that moment holds the beer of this moment. I mean, no question. My goodness. I mean, hey, Tom, I just picked you off in front of your whole family here and in the spot where you grew up and you wanted to be with wearing this uniform. And how'd you like? Can you sign this football that I picked off from you? I'm like, my gosh. Good Lord.
In the spirit of Joe Horn and the cell phone, or Mixon and the coin in the sock last week, when is a DB going to pull a Sharpie out of his sock after he picks a guy and then run right up to the quarterback with a Sharpie?
Right, on the spot, like real time.
You just gave someone the idea, so this week.
Or you can combine the two and take out the cell phone and then Instagram Live it, You can combine the two.
As much as we laugh, probably coming to a game near you within the next 10 years.
Sunday night. Maybe Sunday night. We'll see. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.